Hello and welcome to this Strive Quiz Builder tutorial in which we're going to take a look at the category quiz type. So this quiz type will let you create a quiz that is going to divide your users or visitors that complete the quiz into different categories. So this evaluation type consists in the fact that the result the visitor will see based on how he responds to the questions from the quiz is going to be one of the categories that you have created and set up, as I will show you in this tutorial. So this is very useful for when you have a finite list of results. So the example I'm going to show you today is how you can create a quiz that will result in someone knowing if they're an introvert or an extrovert. So this quiz is going to be called What's Your Personality Type, and as a result, whoever takes the quiz will be shown the exact result if they have a tendency to be an introvert or an extrovert. So these are the two results that the users can get from going through the quiz, and each of these results is going to be a category. Now let's see how we can set up the quiz. So here I am in the Quiz Builder dashboard. I am going to click on Add New Quiz here to create a new quiz, and I am going to build it from scratch and click on Continue. Let's enter the name for the new quiz and then click on Continue. So as a first step, we will have to choose our quiz type. As we're creating the quiz, we will be guided by these tooltips here. So now we're told that we have to choose the quiz type. So I'm going to click here on Change Type, and from this pop-up I'm going to choose Category and click on Continue. We will have to set up the quiz settings. So here is the field where we will add our categories. Now we can add up to 25 categories here, but as I said, for this example, we're gonna add the introvert category and the extrovert one. So once you type in the name of your category, simply click on this plus sign or hit enter on your keyboard, and as you can see, it will be added here. So let's go ahead and also add the second one. And then you will be able to choose some feedback options in this section. So here you will be able to choose the display feedback, and you also have a preview here of how it will look like. If you want to choose not to display any feedback, you can simply click on this radio button here, or if you do want to display the feedback, you can choose for how long it should be displayed here. So you can either choose between having it displayed for a certain amount of time, and you can change the number of seconds from here, from this section, or you can choose to display the feedback continuously until the user presses the next button, which is going to be this one that will take him to the next question. I'm going to go for 5 seconds and I'm going to click on Save. Next, we will be asked to choose the quiz style, and for that I'm going to click on this section, which will open a pop-up with various different styles that I can choose from for my quiz. I'm going to go for this one and click on Choose Style. So next, as you can see here, this section will open and it will take us to the step 3 out of 4, which is going to be to define the questions and answers. As you can see here, you can also create a social share badge, but we're gonna skip this step for now. I'm gonna go straight to the questions, and to add questions and answers, all you have to do is click on Manage here, which will take you to the Strive Quiz Builder workspace, and from here you will be able to start adding questions, and as you can see, you will have a few different types of questions to choose from. We do have a separate article that goes through the process of adding questions to your quiz, which I will link above, so please check that one out if you need help with these questions. So let's go for the multiple choice with buttons, question type, and click on Continue. So now we're gonna have to set up our question here, and I'm going to do that right now. So in this field, we're gonna add the question, then you can also add images, descriptions, and so on. So in this section, then you will be able to add your answers. So as this is a multiple choice question, of course, we're gonna have to add more than one answer. Once you type in your answer here, you will be able to enter the feedback for it. So if you remember from the previous pop-up, we were shown a preview of the feedback. Now this is where you can add the feedback from. So as a feedback, you can give more details about your question, and then from the right side of the answer, you will see this category section here, and if you click on it, you will have these options. So basically you will have all of your categories that you've inserted when you started building the quiz, and you will also have none here. So you will have to choose in which category each of the answers best fits, and then you can also add tags if you want. But what's important here is that you can also add weights to the answers. So I'm going to go ahead and add a few more answers so that I can show you what I mean. So we now have 4 different answers to the question, what's the best way for you to relax? Now as I said, each of the answers will go to one of the categories that I have set up or to none. You can also choose that the answer doesn't belong to any category. So let's say that this one fits the extrovert category and then these other 2 will go to the introvert category. Now, as you can see, for a single question, we will have 3 answers that fit in the introvert category and only 1 that fits in the extrovert one. So what we can do here with the weight of the question is that we can decide which question basically weights more for the category. So if we take this answer and we add 5 here, this means that even though the person has answered more questions that will fit to the extrovert category, they might have answered a question that weights heavier. So that maybe lets us know that the person is actually more likely to be an introvert, which is why this option comes in very handy. So they can answer a few light questions that will place them into the extrovert category, but if they do answer 1 or 2 questions that weight heavier, and of course you are the one that decides the weight of the answers, the person might fit into this category better. So of course, adding weights to the question is optional and you can enable and disable the option from here, but it will let you build a more customized and more reliable quiz. So now once you have added your answers to the question and of course set it up as you wish, I'm going to disable the tags option. I do not want to use tags. Then you can simply click on save here to save the question and the answers. And then of course you can add more questions and set up the quiz as you wish. So once we have created our quiz structure here, we can of course click on save and exit to go back to the quiz builder dashboard and continue setting up the quiz. As the 4th step here, you will be able to choose what happens when someone finishes the quiz, so you can take them to the results page or to redirect them to a certain URL. I will choose the results page option and then click on manage, and if you click on this pencil icon right here, this will open the editor from where you will be able to customize the results page. Because we have chosen this template, the results page is going to have this design, but of course you can click on this plus sign and add all of these elements to customize the page as you wish. Then you can simply click on save work when you're finished. After finishing the quiz, you can of course add some optional icons. You can copy the shortcode from here, or you can simply open one of your pages using the Thrive Architect editor and add the quiz from our element list. So I'm going to go ahead and open one of my pages. Now I have opened one of my pages from the website using Thrive Architect. I can simply click on this plus sign and look for the quiz element and drag and drop it on my page, and then I will be asked to choose which quiz I want to add. Of course, since I only have one quiz built on my website, I'm going to only have one option here, which is the one that we've just created. I'm gonna click on it, and as you can see, the quiz has been added here. I'm going to click on save work and preview the page. Now I will take the quiz, and as you can see, as a result, I will get one of the categories that I have set up when creating the quiz. Hopefully this tutorial was useful to you, and don't forget to check out the rest of the Thrive Quiz Builder tutorials to see how you can create other types of quizzes as well.